Faithcast. And so we're having a very sweet topic to talk about today from the book of Joshua chapter 6 verse 7. There's a very wonderful lesson there.
Very impressive.
I know you know it. So stay tuned. Ensure you don't scroll that button. Don't even try to press.
Stay there.
Stay tuned, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. You know, while reading that book of Joshua chapter 6 verse 7, it was a story about Jericho, the wall of Jericho, and then it was the time of Joshua. The Israelites, God told them to walk through Jericho so that because they could not pass through on their way to Canaan. And then I was so surprised that God told them that anything you see there, you take it.
Yes.
And from the onset, I think during the time of Moses, I had to go and check. I saw that they have always been taking the plunder for themselves. They don't always give it to God. They are the ones that take the plunders and everything. They just share it between themselves. And then, but I was surprised. Why is God telling them in that book of Joshua chapter 6 verse 6 that they should not take anything that they see from them? They should just keep it consecrated to God. But unfortunately, our brother Akan went against God, and then he took it. And then by the time God will actually punish them for it, they went to a small town like Ai. And then in that chapter 7, and then they conquered them, and then Joshua began to ask the Lord, what exactly happened? Why did they conquer us, God? Why didn't you tell us not to go in the first place? And then I was surprised that even after, God forgave them, they punished Akan. By the time they were conquering Ai, that they went back there to go and conquer them. God told them that anything they take there should be for them.
Yeah.
I was confused. In chapter 6, you said we should not take anything. And in 7, you're saying, you can take it for yourself. You guys should share it. And then as I was reading, I feel like, you see, sometimes that the Lord intentionally makes us go through some things because of the kind of assignment or anything that is placed in our hands. In the sense that maybe God saw that the Israelites were having greediness, maybe they are being selfish, and then God decided that, let me teach these people how to not be greedy. Let me teach these people how to actually learn to share, or how to actually learn to deny themselves. Exactly. And so God told them, don't take anything from Jericho. I'm sure that Jericho plunders will be more richer than I. But he said, don't take it. Well, I can wait to take it. And then by the time they are taking that, God said you can actually share it for yourself. So I feel like if God has not taught you how to eat rice, He will not bring rice to your front and say you should be eating it. God felt I need to allow these people to go through the lesson of how to actually manage things, how to actually manage, because you can see riches, you can see money. But God will say, I don't want you to have that greediness in you. It will just take you to that lesson. So anything that God has actually not taught you about, He will never entrust such a thing to you. Or don't you think?
Yes. I actually think the passage is teaching us we should learn to trust God. Because I think this man may be thinking that what are they going to eat? Or something. Maybe he's hearing about future or something.
That's another lesson, exactly. That's another side to it, because I feel like sincerely, God is actually telling them to trust Him, because I know they might be thinking, how can you tell us not to carry things? What are we going to do? And God is saying, just trust me, don't carry anything. And at the same time, when they got to God is this same God. I said you can actually take anything you want to yourself. So as Christians, I feel like we should just ensure that most times whenever the Lord is trying to take us through a training, it's because of where He's taking us to. Yeah. If God actually wants you to be eating rice, imagine a small child, probably 6 months. I think from 6 months, the child can actually eat. Imagine one day they now carry rice in front of that child, they now grabbing pepper soup and a very saucy pepper beside it. You know that kind of child is going to choke. So the best thing God will do is that we first teach that child, eat rice, ordinary rice first. Probably press it for them. I think that's the way they do to children. Even if they don't want to do, they will press it for them, because at that time you cannot chew it. So God will actually make you go through a training before He will make you experience something. He's not a God that will not love you, that He will come and suffer and say, be eating rice with a very saucy pepper while you don't have the teeth to even chew it. Trust me, our watchers, as children of God, anything that God has not, any training that God has not taken you through, trust me, He will not give you a responsibility on it. If God is saying you should go to the bush and go and be preaching the gospel, God will have been taking you to trainings. Probably just once in a while you'll be going there. Once in a while the Lord He will not go and punish and say, go to that bush, and then you will not see anything to it. You don't, maybe you don't know,
You
but
can
you
never
have
leave you
at
stranded.
all.
Yes.
Trust me, God has taken you that training before you know it. God is a loving father. He's not there to just punish us and do us bad. So I really learned so well from it. So, and I really do feel that our listeners, that ensure that anything that God is taking you through, persevere. I know that it might look as though God is telling you to keep that money, give that money out. You have it, you're like, but why are you not telling me to spend it? He's teaching you through something that you need to go through, that you will entrust into your hands. So I pray that the Lord will actually help us, that any training is making us go to, because trust me,
Like, so to be sincere.
it's not. So trust me, it's the grace of God, bro. God will actually help you. So thank you so much for staying through this episode.
Thank you.
Watch out for episode 2. We love you so much, and
We
there's
love you.
absolutely nothing you can do
do
about
it.
it. Bye-bye.
Bye.